Welcome to Martinsville Speedway for the Xfinity 500. 40 of CSC Federal One's Cut Street's best taking this racetrack here at Paperclip, but only one knows they'll win today. A flat, short oval racetrack where the only preferred lane around this racetrack is the inside lane, so the bump and run will be key in this race. But do watch who you bump, because tempers do flare real early here at Martinsville, and you do not want to get into an argument with another driver out there on the racetrack. Before we get into this race, we do have our last bit of Sid's news to announce first, so let's get into that. Starting with some more shake-ups at the Spire shop. After months of rumours, Spire Motorsports finally confirmed that Corey LaJoie would not return to the team next season due to poor performance. Placing him is former Spire driver Justin Haley, who's been driving the 51 for Rick Pro Racing this year. Haley drove the 77 for the team back in 2021 and did alright for the team, so hopes are high for the 7 cap. As for the Corey, well, he'll be just his replacement at Rick Pro Racing, as he announced just yesterday actually that he'll drive full-time for the team in a brand new second full-time entry. More will be announced during the off-season. Hopefully Corey can gain back some much needed speed, because he needs it right now. Like, he's seriously in jeopardy right now. In other news, Farmer Motorsports finally confirmed Zane Smith will return to the team in the 38, while Todd Gillen will move to the 34 in replacement of Michael McDowell. Zane has struggled to find consistent speed at Spire, so maybe moving back to Farmer Motorsports, where he had success with them in the Truck Series, could help him in his CSC Federal Cup Series journey. And finally, 24 Racing announced that Corey Heim will drive full-time for the team next season in a brand new third entry, the 35. One of the most hyped up young guns finally got his big break, so we'll see what Corey Heim can do come next season. Now into race fact for today's race. Christopher Bell starts on pole here at Martinsville. Keep an eye on Christopher Bell. He started pole here last time he came here, unfortunately could not show true potential as he got taken out mid-road through that race. He won earlier this year at New Hampshire, and New Hampshire is pretty similar to Martinsville, flat oval with the only preferred lane being the inside. Since then, his luck hasn't been too great, so he's looking to turn his luck around by winning here at Martinsville. Ryan Priest, he also had a good run at New Hampshire, and he starts P5 today. Keep an eye on Ryan Priest. He is the highest SSO car who qualified up front, as this is Stewards Racing's final start in the Season Cup Series before we brand to hostile team. Ryan Priest is not only looking for his first win, but hopefully Stewards Racing's final win in their final start. Can he do it today? Another guy making his final start is Martin Truex Jr., as he is making his final career CSC Federal Cup Series start as a full-time driver. What a career has been for him. 5 first Season Cup Series wins. The recent one came at Talladega back in 2022. Has nearly won the championship 3 times, unfortunately came runner-up twice, so ouch. Starts inside top 10 today. What can Martin Truex Jr. do? Can he go out with one final hurrah in his final start? However, this is not the last one we've seen of Martin Truex Jr. Apparently he's running the 500 next year, so we've not seen the last of Truex just yet. One guy who I'm not going to see the last of is Kyle Busch. He won last time he came here at Martinsville, starts P11, and honestly that is the only highlight he has had with our share. That is like the only thing he's actually done good. Since then, he has either had a bad run or been involved in several incidents. So, can Kyle Busch turn his look around and go back to victory lane here at Martinsville? Let's see. And one guy who has gone to victory lane recently is Tyler Reddick. He won last race at Darlington Raceway, finally picking up his first career CSC Federal Cup Series win. Can Tyler Reddick go back-to-back here today? Though starts deep in the field, got a lot of work to do, starting in 20th. But now let's go trackside for the command.
Larry, the cable guy. Drivers, start your engines and let's get it in!
Thanks, Lev, due to command. Engines begin to fire up here at Martinsville Speedway. And we're going to take a look at your side now, for the pace car starts throwing these cars onto the field. So we're running the 20 of Christopher Bell, and into the 22 of Joey Logano. Row 2, you got 11 of Danny Hamlin, the 24 William Barron, and row number 3, you got future RFK teammates in Ryan Priest and Brad Keselowski. Row 4, you got the 5 of Kyle Larson and the 61 of Cameron Perkins. Right top 10 of row 5, you got the 4 of Josh, very good qualifying for him, and 19 of his final career season cup start as a full-time driver, Martin Truex Jr. Row 6, you got 8 of Kyle Busch and 54 of Ty Gibbs. Qualifying in row 7, shout out to Todd Gillen qualifying in the 13th position, good qualifying for him. He's alongside the 17 of Chris Buescher. Right, you got best buds of Bub Wallace and Ryan Blaney. In row 9, you got the 9 of Chase Hill and the 34 of Mike McDowell, good qualifying runs for both front row cars. Round out top 20 minute number 10, you got the 77 of Carson Helsevard and the 45 Tyler Reddick. Followed behind in row 11 is the 14 of Chase Briscoe and 99 Dennis Weathers. Alex Bowman and Ty Dillon have row number 12. Row 13 consists of Austin Dillon and Ross Chastain. Row 14 is Noah Gregson and Jimmy Johnson back from another race. Hello, Jimmy. Row 15, you got the 43 of his teammate Eric Jones and 2 of Austin Cendric. Row 16, you got the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and the 16 of AJ Allmendinger. Bad qualifying for Allmendinger. Row 17, 2 drivers switching rides next to you and Justin Haley and Corey LaJoy. Row 18, you got the 42 of John Nemechek, back qualifying from him, and 91 of SVG, Shane Gisbergen. Row number 19, you got 21 of Harrison Byrne and the 71 of Zane Smith in their final rides. And in row field, in row number 20, you got the 15 of Carl Squall in his final race we're racing, and the 50, once again, of Burt Myers. 2 cars missed the show this week, the 44 of JJ Haley and the 66 of Chad Fincher. And trying to make his first start in Season 1 Cup Series, has to wait for another day. And so here are your race facts for today's race. We got 40 drivers, 30 laps. Jeez. Now making this the longest race in Season 1 Cup Series history. 33% chance of rain, a lot of cloudy skies in the area, but sun does pop out here and there. Fuel window will be a bit longer since we have a longer race. It's about 12 to 18 laps. Bump and run is going to be key to drivers to win this race. Chris Bell starts in pole for today's race, and we're ready to get this race finally started. As the pace car heads to pit road, it's Bell, Logano on the front row like we said. Who will win here at Martinsville and who's going to win a grandfather clock? Green flag is in the air and we're underway here at Martinsville. Bell leads lap 1 here at Martinsville. Denny Hammer got split 3 wide thanks to Ryan Preece, and he drops from 3rd all the way back to 6th as the Hendrick boys get around then. Greg, that's now the inside of Hamlin now for that 6th position. Denny Hamlin already dropping from 3rd, now back to 7th as Josh Berry now trying to get the inside of him. Tough break for Denny Hamlin right there. Just ahead of him though, Krasley looks the inside of William Byron. Now he will duck the inside of Byron and will challenge him for the 5th position and will clear him into turn number 1 and 2. Because he's won here, remember, he's won here back in 2019 and 2020, the first 2 races we ran here at Martinsville. So he's the favourite to win this race. He's moving his way for the field pretty quickly up to P number 5. Further up though, chance for 2nd is on. Here comes Ryan Preece all over a bump of Joey Logano. Open up the inside of him, lets Ryan Preece. And here comes Preece looking to the inside of Logano for the 2nd position. Preece thinks he has a chance to win this race. He thinks he has a car that could actually challenge for the race win here at Martinsville. He's looking pretty good so far, currently in 2nd. Just got around that 22 of Jordan who started 2nd. Remember, Preece started just into the top 5. Looking pretty strong so far in this race. Another guy looking strong in this race too is Josh Berry. He qualified 9th, like I said earlier in the starting lineup. He's looking pretty strong so far. He's gained 3 positions early on. Now up to the 6th position. Looking pretty strong so far, Josh Berry. Women's Woodborough next year to replace Harrison Burden, the struggling Harrison Burden. A really good short track races, so maybe the 21 team maybe car next year. Chris Jones and speed, maybe on the short track with Josh Berry. You never know. Have to see next year. Maybe, no, challenge at front is on though. Battle for 3rd. Here comes Larson looking to the side of Joe Logano for the 3rd position. Larson down low, Logano up high. Logano will just allow Larson to get around him. Joe Logano does not have good long run speed as he's dropping field pretty quickly as well. Further back, here goes Truex Jr. to the side of William Byron, looking pretty strong in his final race at Joe Gibbs. Gets around Byron, I believe that's for the 7th position. Up front though, here comes the battle for the race lead. Ryan Preece is caught up to the rear bumper of Chris Bell and will challenge for the race lead here on number 8. Their lap trap is going to start getting away soon. Burt Myers and Kazgard with the first 2 cars that are in jeopardy of going to lap them down. Preece all over a bumper of Chris Bell, stalking him through the corners. When we make the move, here comes Preece, gives him the look. Here he comes again, gives him the better look. Here he comes looking to the inside, Chris Bell for the race lead here on lap number 9. Bell and Preece on the inside, Bell on the outside, not going to give up too strong as Preece tries to fend out in front of Bell, but Bell battles back on the outside lane. Is it going to be enough? No, it won't. Preece on the inside slides barely ahead of Christopher Bell and will take the race lead here on lap number 10. How about that, guys? Ryan Preece in Stuart Racing's final race to the point here at Martinsville. Challenge safe, it's down for the 4th position. Bradley now looks on the side of Jordan Garner. His fullback continues going. Oh, and Berry washed out the race, so it gets in the gun there a little bit. They'll keep it straight and keep going. Here comes Marshall Jr. now inside of Joey Logano. Logano just lost 3 positions now in like 2 corners. Terrible runs, terrible lap for Joey Logano as Truex will now clear him in through turns 3 and 4. Now here comes Chris Buescher now looking to the inside of Joey Logano. He might lose 4 positions on this lap. He will. Buescher gets around him. My goodness, Joey Logano, not a great lap for him. Ryan Preece, though, slowly but surely is pulling away from the 20 and 5 cars as Larson is now going to start closing in on that 20 car. Bell does not have good long-run speed, as it's showing. Larson and Preece do, but Bell, he doesn't. He is starting to fall through the field as Larson cuts into a bumper as lap traffic finally gets in the way. Burt Myers, the first car, going lap down as Bell and Larson have to deal with him. Larson's going to try and deal with Burt Myers if he wants to have a chance to get around Crystal Bell. They've got trouble in turn 2. One car's around. Daniel Suarez spins around in turns 1 and 2, and the caution is out. Tough break for Daniel Suarez, struggling early on in this race. Unfortunately, it gets worse for him as he spins up in turns 1 and 2, bringing up the first caution of the day. Gets the car Fido, so thankfully that's still good there. Doesn't seem like to be any damage to the 9 car. And a good finish right here will stay on lead lap, but restart at the tail end of the field. Tough break for the Mexican boy. Here's the replay and what just happened to bring out our first caution of the day. So coming to turn 1, looks like Greg's maybe wheel hopped and going to Suarez there. Looks like it, because I don't think Greg's did that intentionally, but yeah, tough break for Daniel. Did re-sign with Trackhouse at least one more year for next season, so yeah, not the way he wanted to show Justin Marks that he should stay at Trackhouse. Does stay in the race though, but he's going to start at the tail end of the field. Tough break for Daniel. Anyways, pit lane is open, and here come our leaders to pit road. Preece will lead the field of drivers to pit road, along with Bell and Larson. Ryan Preece pulls into his pit stall, saying that there's nothing wrong with the race car. It's pretty good in the long run, no complaints. He's going to take 4 tires of fuel, no adjustments, and he's away. So he was the 5 car ahead of him, Kyle Larson, no complaints, apart from maybe the car just a bit tad loose in turns 1 and 2. Other than that, though, it's perfect on the long run, no changes, at 4 tires of fuel, and he's away. However, Chris Bell is complaining about his 20 car. He loves the clean air, but when dirty air, that 20 car is not reacting well to him. He's going to take 4 tires of fuel and a huge red dump to 20 car to give him more speed on the long runs. Race off pit road. Josh Berry will win the race off pit road along with Carson Oswald. I believe those 2 drivers only took 2 tires. Interesting call there. Gutierrez brought a new tire compound to this race, so the tires were a bit more, so interesting call from both Berry and Holsworth. I believe Ty Gibbs also took the strategy of 2 tires as well. But Myers gets the free pass. He's back on lead lap. Good for him, I guess. Don't know what else to say for Burt Myers, but hey, he's back on lead lap, so good for him. So now the caution brings out our first caution of the day. Don't get right back after these quick messages.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Dale, what's going on, man?
I'm remodeling and I'm looking for a new tankless water heater.
You know, Menards always has Richmond water heaters in stock. I'm headed that way now. You want to go?
You read my mind. Let's do it. Man, you ever take off that fire suit?
I sleep in this thing.
All right. Man, these stores are incredible. I love having them as a partner.
Me too. For the best tankless options, come to Menards for Richmond water heaters.
And all your home improvement projects.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome back to Martinsville. Interesting strategy playing out here. So Josh Berry and Holstevar took 2 tires along with Ty Gibbs, Alex Bowman, and Nemechek, who's currently in 15th. The highest driver on 4 tires is Chris Bell. He got out 3rd. Preece behind, right beside him in 4th. So it's both rookies on the front row. Josh Berry and Holstevar lead the field back to the green flag. Here we come, restart zone. Green flag back out here at Martinsville. Right there, Josh Berry just laid his first cut up in the Season Cup series, but it's not going to last long. The race lead's not going to last as Bell just buzzed me out of the way. Holstevar gets sent 3-1 from the very high outside lane, and Bell immediately takes the lead way back from Josh Berry. Those 2 tire strategy is not really working very well. Preece now gets 2nd. There comes Larson now for 3rd on Josh Berry. He just lost 3 positions in 1 lap. Ty Gibbs are hanging out there still in 5th position. Crazy on back. Here comes Kozlowski now inside for Ty Gibbs for the 5th position as Larson finally clears Berry for the 3rd position. Those 2 tires, now they're kind of settling in a little bit more. They aren't really hanging in there. Josh Berry now getting attacked from Brad Keselowski. He ducks now to the inside of him for the 4th position. Keselowski is flying along with his teammate Chris Buescher as well. He's also made some positions up on this free start. He's moved up now to the 6th position. How about Chris Buescher? As Josh Berry's not going to give up on these 2 tires. He just slings back to the inside of Keselowski. But Keselowski, yeah, he's just going to drive around the outside of him and take that 4th position away. And here comes Chris Buescher now to the inside of Josh Berry now for 5th. Again, Chris Buescher having a good run so far. He started 4th team this race. He's moved back to 5th position quietly. Good run for him. As, Kyle Busch goes into Holstevar there, sends him out the racetrack. Don't know what's going on there. Oh, and Holstevar just turns Kyle Busch in the front straight away. He slammed into the wall, and they're going to pile up behind. Oh, and William Byron on his side. Holy moly, they're going to pile up behind him. And the caution is out for the 2nd time today for a scary crash. William Byron nearly went upside down on his side on top of Kyle Busch. Chase Elliott's in it. Bowman, Briscoe, Bubba Wallace got a big chunk of it. Nemechek as well also got involved as well. Man, a lot of drivers getting taken out in this one as well. Denny Hammond, I believe. Yeah, Denny Hammond got through it, but he's taking this guy's garage. Too much damage already. His day looks to be done immediately. A lot of damage to the 11 car. And the red flag, yeah, red flag definitely showing us there is nowhere to go. The front straightaway is just a parking lot. There is nowhere to go for these guys to even go through there. These are the guys, by the way, who made it through. Everyone else is either involved or just stuck behind incident. You see there, Eric Jones, Tyler Reddick, Omen, they're all just kind of stuck behind. They can't even go anywhere because the track is just that blocked. Here's a replay of what just happened here. Let's just analyze this. So coming to turn 3, this is also in turn 3. Kyle Busch gets into Holstebard there, slides up the racetrack, gets into Holstebard. That starts that off, and then Carson, yeah, he just right hooked him. He just right hooked Kyle Busch into the outside wall. What was he thinking? Stupid move by him, and then everyone else kind of behind. He was the first impact, and then Byron, oh my goodness, just get driven behind by Bowman, and he just compiled up behind, nowhere to go. Wallace, Elliott, all just compiling on in. Scary crash there. Bubba Wallace on the hook. Throw a top break for him. First DNF in for quite some time. Same as Nemechek. I do want to mention a couple guys made it through that wreck, like Brian Blade made it through. The guy went Ty Dillon, so made it through the wreck too. Barely. Very good miss from him, and everyone else obviously checking up behind. There's Kyle Busch and William Byron. They're going to try and get those cars on tap. So this point, caution, this red flag might be a little while longer extended, so we'll get an update to you as we can. So Holstebard attention gets Kyle Busch and causes the madness pile up on the front straightaway. Doing a right back up these quick messages.
You know when he's supposed to be here?
I don't know, man. He was supposed to be here already.
Why didn't Shane have to come?
I hear he doesn't have beautiful legs. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for coming in. Listen, you know how important all of our partners are to us. I want to take a minute. I want to talk about Jockey. They're an American original, almost 150 years old. You know, they started making socks back in the 1800s for lumberjacks. Anyway, they're all in on Trackhouse. I just want to make sure that we're demonstrating our commitment back to them.
Don't worry, amigo. We're all in.
Yeah, we're fully behind Jockey.
Ooh, I'm just glad we could keep this brief. Oh, this is awkward. We're gonna need to revisit the dress code.
Welcome back to Martinsville. An update on the crash happened off on straightaway. All drivers have planned race cars and all alright, including William Byron. He went to the catch fence in there, but thankfully he was alright. A couple cars on pit road again, some repairs. Chase Briscoe, Eric Jones coming out of the pit road right now. A bit of damage to them cars, but they're good to go. Still on the lead lap. Chase Elliott, they're still on pit road again repaired to his car. He'll be on pit road, looks like, for a little while longer. And Carlos Holstebard, he has been told to park the race car. He has been parked for the rest of this race for attention wrecking Kyle Busch and causing a big crash in the front straightaway. So something that this young rookie will need to learn not to do. Anyways, back to the race zone we go. And we still got a race to continue. It's Priest and it's Bell and Priest on the front row. Here they come to the restart zone. Green flags back out here at Martinsville. Side by side in the wall, and Bell gets the job on the inside lane, but Priest is hanging on top on the outside lane really well. Oh, Bell watches up a little bit. Here comes Larson though, 3 wide for the race lead, with Priest swinging around the outside to take the lead from Bell. 4 wide, nearly feather back. Ty Dillon making it 4 wide, and Bell is getting the shovel back real quickly, stuck in that outside lane. Just dropped just outside the top 5 in 1 lap. But he's going to try and regain it with a 3 wide move through the middle between Truex and Keselowski. He's going to bail out of it. Truex, though, takes 4th away from both Keselowski and Bell. Bell slipping right behind him and take 5th away from Keselowski as Ty Gibbs gets shoveled back further back. Keselowski now starting to get the shovel back as well as Perkins now starts getting inside of him. He's now coming into the flitcher as well. Along with Ty Dillon, he made it forward, like I said a minute before. He made his way to the front as well. Along with Tyler Reddick, he was not making any ground up during that first lap of the race. And look at him now. He is now just outside the top 10. How about that for Tyler Reddick? What a turnaround for him. Ty Dillon now inside of Keselowski, passing him. Keselowski with the shuffle back is getting pulled back immediately. What happens to this 6th car? It is dropping really far back in the field. Jared's Christopher Bell, though. He is trying to challenge, but Perkins, though, challenging with Christopher Bell right behind him. That's a mistake since we got a little flyby here. So the field. Their Stanley Suarez had a pretty good comeback. Oh, turn 3. 2 cars around. Noah Gragson and Corey LaJoy. And they'll bring out our 3rd caution of the day, hill number 20. We've hit a caution bug here. We can't even get 4 laps in now before Swamman wrecking. LaJoy and Gregson involved in his 2nd wreck will pull away. Cole LaJoy did slap the outside ball pretty good. Some damage to his car. Tough break for Corey, just cannot seem to catch one break here. And here's a replay of what just happened with our 3rd caution of the day. Going to turn 3, I have no clue what LeGlow was trying to accomplish there. He either tried to dive bomb Gregson or something. I don't know. It's Corey. What can you think? Shout out to Austin Dillon though. Someone managed to miss a spin and call a joy there. Great avoidance by him. Yeah, Noah Gregson currently on pit right now, getting to compared to his car. Doesn't like too much damage for him, but his race today has just been horrendous. And then Corey LaJoy is taking the side garage. His day is done. Looks like there's just too much damage to the 7 car. They can't repair it. So LaJoy's day is unfortunately done. That's how his 10-year Spire is going to end. Tough break for him. So Chase Ellitt's going to get the free pass. He'll get his lap back. However, Denny Hamlin right behind him. There's a bit of interesting radio chat over the 11 car during this caution. Just came back on the racetrack. Here's his reaction to this recent caution flag that just happened.
Corey LaJoy is just out of control, man. He's our worst enemy.
Can't say I blame Denny there. Corey has been involved in several incidents this year, so hopefully move to Rico Racing could sell him down quite a lot. A couple cars on pit road. Jordan Garrett will be one of them. He was struggling on that run, so he's going to go back on some adjustments. And then Ty Gibbs and Josh Boat also coming on pit road. Those two, they're going to finally bail on their 2 tyre strategy and take 4 tyres, this time by hopefully gaining some last minute track position. So Corey LaJoy and Noah Gregson crashed up in turns 3 and 4, bringing our third caution of the day. Don't go right back after these quick commercial messages.
We're evolving, moving. Change is accelerating. The faster the world moves, the more we learn. The more we can see beauty and differences between us. And it's these differences that will bring us together. Inspiration will fuel our breakthroughs. And the tools of change will make a better tomorrow.
Make it stronger. Make it faster. Make it for everyone.
Welcome back to Martinsville. Just about to get the restart underway. Priest on the inside, Larson on the outside. Here we go. Green flag back out. 10 laps decided here at Martinsville. Good restart into the lane for Ryan Priest. He'll clear Larson midway through turns 1 and 2. Back to the lead goes Ryan Priest, and Christopher Bell gets stopped again by Ty Dillon this time. That's going to send Perkins 3 wide up top. I don't know what's up with that 20 car, but he is going back into these last few restarts. Whatever adjustments they made with that 20 car are bad. 9 laps to go here at Martinsville. Priest trying to pull away from Larson. Oh, and Reddick sideways off turn 4. How did he save that? He's going to lose a few positions in the process. Up front, we got 4-car breakaway up front. It's Priest, Larson, Busher, and Dillon have all pulled away from the rest of the field. Larson is trying to get to the race lead to Ryan Priest. He's closing in now with only 8 laps to go. Ryan Priest looking for his first Season 1 Cup Series win, his third racing final start. Can he get it done in his final start with the team? Larson is closing in though. Chris Busher as well, along with Ty Dillon. They're going to try and make this a 4-man horse show for the race lead. Free has a good exit off turn 4. Larson has a better one. Still trying to close in to Ryan Priest now, with only now 7 laps to go. Also an explanation, Christopher Bell did get around Martinsville Jr. He's moved up to the 5th position. Larson with a good run in turns 1 and 2. All over the bumper of Ryan Priest. Here to come in 3 and 4. Larson cannot use the bumper. Priest somehow holding on to the race lead. Kyle Larson, though, is right there. Now with only 6 to go. Larson looks low, gives Priest the lurch, and now giving the bumper. Up the track goes Priest. Here comes Larson down low. Priest up top, Larson down low. Priest is not going to give up too easy on the outside lane. Chris Busher and Ty didn't have closing even more. Oh, and Larson drifts up wide. But Priest on the outside is still going to hold off Larson with now 5 to go. Larson, though, not give up on the inside lane, trying to hold on, but Priest has a good run in turns 1 and 2, and we're clearing once again. Ryan Priest is not going to go about fire over Kyle Larson, who looks to be the fastest car on the racetrack. Maybe not so. Chris Busher is also putting up some fast laps as well, right in that 3rd position. Ryan Priest, I feel like, is holding up some of these guys here, as Larson looks back down low on Priest now. 4 laps to go. Larson have a good run in turns 1 and 2. Priest, though, is still hanging up there. But Larson has the run in turn 2. Has the inside, side by side, down the back straight once again. Busher's closing in really now. Larson up the track again into Priest. And this time he's going to put him to the race lead. Priest trying to fight back in the outside lane. It's not going to happen though. Busher the 2nd. Now with only 3 to go. Dillon now looking onside. Priest for the 3rd position. I think Priest's tyres are finally worn out. He is not quick anymore. As top 3, that is Larson, Busher, and Dillon get around him. Tough break for Ryan Priest. 3 laps away. It could be over for him. Only 2 laps to go now. Can Kyle Larson hold off Busher and Dillon now as Priest is out of the picture? Chris Bell's also somewhat closing in too, but not too much. He's going to be back to his race win. Lap shape might play in the way though. Chaser and Dennyham's lap cars are in the way. Bush is not going to wait on Larson there either. He's closing a bit too far here as well. Here comes the 17 of Chris Buescher. He hasn't won since Florida back in 2020. Here they come racing up full. White flag in the air for Kyle Larson and Chris Buescher. Dylan, I don't think it's going to be back to this race when unless these two get into it. Larson through turns 1, 2, one final time, but Buescher has a good run in turn 2. He's all over bump of Larson. One final shot in the 3. Can Buescher get there? Here they come. Buescher sends it in, cannot get there. And off the full tick tock. It is 5 o'clock. Kyle Larson is victorious at Martinsville.
Hell yeah, Martinsville, baby! I don't even know what to say. I never thought I'd win here. Thank you guys so much. Great pit stop, great execution, great strategy. Great job all around, guys. I can't believe it.
And there you have it. Kyle Larson gets his first career City Throne Cup Series win, and this is how he got it done. Drove it deep in between turns 3 and 4. Bit of a dirty move, I should say, to run Priest up the track like that, but I mean, Priest was hard to pass due to Kyle Larson, so I can't blame Larson on that, but Priest might have other words to say on that part right there. And there you have it, folks. Kyle Larson with a beautiful burnout gets his third career win, and he does it in fashion. Congratulations to him. Now here we've finished results from the day's race. Kyle Larson gets the win, like I said. Chris Buescher so close to career number 2, but second was the best he could do today. Still, good run by Chris Buescher today. That shouldn't be something you should be ashamed about. Ty Dillon, top 10 Ty, does it again. So this time it's top 5 Ty, comes in third. I believe this is Ty's first top 5 in quite some time, so good for him. Christopher Bell don't let the most lap, comes in P4, and Ryan Preece so close to career number 1, but unfortunately 5th place was the best he could do at the end. Lost it those last few laps. Tough break for Ryan Preece. Tyler Reddick 6th. Martinsville Jr. in his final start, Joe Gibbs finishes 7th. We'll see what Daytona tracks, hopefully. Ross Chastain kind of came around nowhere, finishing 8th. He's got a habit of qualifying badly, but always finishing top 10. Interesting. Shout out to his team that they've done as well. Spun out early on. Someone pulls away in the top 10 as well, in 10th. Shout out to him. Good comeback for him. And how about Todd Gillen finishing 9th? How about that for Todd? First non-top 10 of the drafting track. How about that? Joe Logano pitted obviously late. He came back, bounced back to finish 11th. Perkins Selassie fell back. Barry Gibbs also took fresh tires in 14th and 5th, 17th. Shout out to Justin Haley of Red Racing Car finishing P19. That's pretty impressive. Everyone else on down, not much to say for them. Either had a bad run or got taken out somewhere else's wreck. But my final track finished lead lap in 31st. Elliott and Denny finished multiple laps down. And then everyone else on back, DNF, Limits of Joy, and obviously Colton Elsbard got perked. William Barr, like we said, he is alright after that crash. So thank goodness. That was a very scary crash for Byron right there. So that would do it here at Martinsville. Fantastic race here at Martinsville Speedway. This is the last race of the year, so we do wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from us at the CSC Foreign Cup Series. We'll see you all next year for a very special announcement and a very big thing coming in next year. However, those us, it's Steve Novak, snapping down. Congratulations to Kyle Larson and the whole of Henrik Motorsports for winning this race here at Martinsville. This is us at Steve Novak, snapping now, bye.